Before going to Honduras, I always thought of child sponsorships as kind of those commercials that you see on TV for those kids that, really look like they need food, but it also kind of reminds you of the Sarah McLachlan infomercials. So I never really thought that your money actually went to those kids. And so I always kind of thought of it like more scammy than anything.
I began to sponsor Oscar because I heard of other people sponsoring children, and I was given the opportunity to go to the Honduras trip. And on that trip, I was able to meet my sponsor child, Oscar, and his family.
So going to Honduras, I was able to see sponsors actually meet their kid. And I got to see that the money that they provide to their sponsor kid actually goes to their kid and actually helps them. And it was amazing to see the connection between the sponsor and their child while I was there. And I was like, wow, like this sponsorship is real. It's not those infomercials that you see on TV. We're really impacting their lives.
I was surprised by the impact that the sponsorship had on his family because it's such a small amount that we give every month, and that amount goes to help them so much. And his mom was so grateful for it. She explained to me that she prayed every single day that he would have a sponsor, and she got emotional about it. And she just kept saying repeatedly, thank you for sponsoring my child, because without this, he probably wouldn't graduate and he might end up in a gang. So something so small meant so much to them.
So Erica's sponsored child, Soad, we walked into her living room and they were chit-chatting, and Erica was like, have you been getting my letters? And Soad goes, oh yeah, just a second. And she ran into her room and came back with a stack of Erica's letters, and she had kept them all, and she said that she rereads them like every week, and she just anticipates the next letter. And that is like such a wonderful connection that they have made.
Oscar's mom was such a blessing to my daughter and I. She used her earnings for the day to buy us fruit, and she could have just bought us one piece of fruit, but she bought us 3, and we were so surprised and so grateful that she took her own money to do that. And for her, that was a lot, and it meant so much to us.
So as Pastor Dan has always said, there are people that want to go on a mission trip and that are called by God to go on the mission trip, those that are to give to a mission trip, and those who pray for those who are going on the mission trip. And I would say if you do have a sponsored child, that it is the most probably amazing thing that you could do to go and meet them. These kids are so excited to meet their sponsors.
It was an honor to meet Oscar's mom, and even though there was a language barrier, there was this unspoken bond between the two of us, and it was such a strong bond that only God could have created it. We connected immediately, and it was as if we had known each other forever. And we both know struggles. We both, know exactly what it is to struggle and to work so hard for your children and to only want the best for them. And so we both held each other's hands, and just looking into each other's eyes, we knew exactly what we were thinking, and it was all about Oscar and what we want for him and what we hope for him.
I know I still was going back and forth about sponsorship while I was there, and then we went to a new center. And I got to meet this little girl, and she had lost her mom the year before. And I left there being like, I need to sponsor that little girl, because what we can do for them is more than you'll ever know and ever realize. So I just think it's really important that all these kiddos can find sponsors.